Hi friends, welcome back to the Guitar Spa where we bring you all the beautiful guitars reviewed just for you. And I have this guitar that I took one video before, but I guess we had some problems with the mic and the mic was not picking up like this right now. And so I thought I'll just take one more because this is a noteworthy little Martin that just came in. Don't let this look of this small little guitar that is below 17 inch on the low board, about 3 inches here and 3.5 inches on the low board, fool you, because this looks like a Capo, but it's actually a little Martin LXK2. So you get like a Koa looking little Martin here, very small. The fretboard, basically the scale is 23 inches, so it's a really relatively short scale, and you can fit a, let's say, a medium gauge strings on this because the shorter scale will compensate for with the tension, but however do get the neck adjusted accordingly, because because below the hood is just one forward shift X brace that is stick, and the X brace is forward shifted and then tapered, no scallop but tapered down all the way to the edge of the soundboard without this two-tone bar. So why they are doing this is because you can see the whole guitar is relatively short in terms of the height, and the bridge is slightly higher and there's more, what you call that, real estate here, but this is just in the middle, so you have a little bit of tension here but also produce the tone. Okay, what you're seeing right now is basically looks like a Koa, looks like wood, but actually is a high pressure laminate, HPL. That is it's like your kitchen cabinet, you know, the laminates that's in the kitchen cabinet, but the way they've done it with the in like a plywood underneath, and then you got braces on the back, and so the guitar is relatively easy. 1 11/16 nut width on this guitar. It has die cast tuners, but the owner upgraded this to the guitar tuner, so it tunes really well. 1 11/16, so it's a little bit tight for people like you and me and older ones. The other thing also you need to know, okay, there's some aeroplanes flying, and with the small baby, this is one guitar that will give you the warmness as well as the meaty tone. That is also for kids, you know. And remember, the little Martin, Ed Sheeran, we all know Ed Sheeran, right? Ed Sheeran was the one that started with, when he wasn't popular or famous at all, he was the one that actually started with the little Martin. Okay, just for you to know. And I guess he used the Martin pickup, and when he became much better and more popular, then he moved into other things. Okay, but I've upgraded they come with the task saddle, task nut with plastic pins, Korean nut here, task saddle, but I've upgraded the saddle to the bone saddle, and then the plastic pins with dyed bone pins. Okay, something to note is the whole bridge and the whole fretboard is made of Ridge-like, which is actually like an acrylic, high pressure acrylic, like your tabletops, right? The tabletops, very much like that. The other thing you need to know is this is just interesting. On the low end guitars, all the pin holes are slotted, so you can see there's a 45-degree angle on this, which I like. I don't understand why the D48, D45, D42s, even OM42s, all the high end, they don't slot, you know. So maybe this is what you need to do. Okay, very, very responsive. this small little guitar, 13 inches, very thin. Even this is laminated back, top, sides, laminated. Can you believe it? Sounds better than a how I call it, carbon fiber guitar, right? I mean, at least you still have that organic tone. Very, very nice sounding guitar. Let's just play a little bit. Woo, 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 woo. It's really snappy. Yeah, on the mic, I mean, it's a little louder a bit. Beautiful sounding, beautiful. Let's couple this baby on the third fret. As I've said, I'm using the G7 or the seventh G7 pickup. No, not pickup. The capo. What I like about this capo compared to those that are pressed, harder. Of course, those are when you're on stage, it's fast, right? But if your capo is really new and you press the capo in, you if you're playing alone, it's okay. You sometimes it gets a bit sharper, especially the bass. However, if your saddle is not intonated well, however, in such situations when you're playing plucking, it stands out. Okay, so that's very irritating. So I prefer to use this because you can adjust the pressure at sufficient pressure, and then you get the correct intonation. Okay. Fantastic. I love this song. Yeah. Incidentally, this inlay here actually is not inlay. It's actually a sticker that the previous owner got it in. So I just let you know. You would notice also when you listen to this, this has a little bit more bass than the usual small size guitar. If you buy, I don't mention the brands, all the different small babies and stuff like that. The Martin generally has a little bit more bass, more bass heavy, and then the trebles are less bright. Okay, uh, that gives you a little bit more depth. Obviously, with a smaller 13, less than 13-inch lower bulb and 3 inches here and 3.5 inches here, there are limitations on what this guitar can do. Obviously, if you have a Sitka spruce top, then the performance of this will be way much better. I guess you probably have about 20-30% more volume as compared to this HPL. Though this HPL does sound really, really good, even if very sweet, right? Incidentally, the Martin guitars are available through City Music. So as I would want to say, go there right now, try those Martins, especially the Sitka spruce ones. But if you like the look of this, then get this, the HPL ones. Go there and ask them for the Founders Day special. They say, I want the Founders Day special with a special price. And they said, oh, the Founders Day special is finished. Finished. Okay? Just go there, look into their eyes and said, I want the Founders Day special. And repeat after me 3 times. I want the Founders Day special. You just bang on this guitar and boom, 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 boom. I want the Founders Day special. And then you hypnotize them, and then they said, okay, I'll give you a special discount because you're a friend of the Guitar Spa. Okay. So I hope you like this review because it's a really it's really beautiful sounding guitar. Even if you sing it, imagine knock knock knocking on heaven's door. 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 Knocking on heaven's door. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah. Knocking on heaven's door. You should be knocking on heaven's door every day, every time, telling, I'm not worthy and only you are worthy, and please help me every day, right? You need help every day and ask for help, okay? Till my next review, you can say live with passion, play guitar, love, joy, peace, health to be multiplied in your life. This Java is going to say sign off. This is my second video with the correct mic use. Okay, see you. Bye-bye.